use AI. Make sure you use the prompts. Make sure you remember that AI is a supportive tool. It is not the end result. Enjoy whatever it is you're up to and make sure that you bring some joy into your life today, no matter how small or how large. Pick up something, touch something, have a memory from it. Maybe it's a stone, maybe it's a leaf, maybe it's a shell, maybe it's something in your home that has memories. Go and have a look. Take a moment and give yourself some love. Mentoring with Geraldine is a bite-sized practitioner podcast for naturopaths, nutritionists, herbalists, coaches, and practitioners. This podcast responds directly to the needs of you, the practicing natural therapist. We have interviews during the holiday season and business and mindset support each week, so you'll get the variety you need to enjoy and stay motivated in your practice. If you want to connect with me, always check the show notes because that's where you'll find the links to book appointments. Now, let's get started. Just a quickie. I know we're going to get into our encourager, our motivator for this month. And I don't know, the weather's really cold. I'm feeling a little bit in need of sustenance from other people, and you probably are as well. It's time for the hot pot. It's time for the soup. It's time for the stew, but it's also time to connect with other practitioners. It's also time to make sure that we have our consults ready to go, that we're able to frame the consult itself and work through a consult together. I'm thinking we will work through an anxiety client. And you know, when I'm doing that, I'm doing it on Monday, the 20th of July, and I would love to have you there. So the link to that is in the show notes. I would love to have you there. Come and join me for the day. It's 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. South Australia time, which means that you're probably half an hour ahead of me if you're in the Eastern States, Victoria. So you'll be in time to still do school collection. We're going to have lunch together. We're going to spend time nurturing each other, but making sure we get that practice system just right here for mid-year. So 20th of July, but I'm coming on today because I've got early bird pricing, because why not? Let's have a little bit of a treat. I'm really looking forward to catching up with you and seeing you on the day, live on the day. Let's catch up then. And now you can enjoy the rest of the podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mentoring with Geraldine and the Bite Size Podcast. And of course, our Strategy Lab members. Who are you? Well, you're probably naturopaths, nutritionists, herbalists, coaches, people who are in the caring space, who have one-to-one appointments with your clients, or you're building a program or a package. I'm here to support you and help you. And hopefully you are enjoying the content so far. And if you want different content, let me know. If you want me to talk about something else, let me know. But today's podcast is what I call an encourager, because the way we're doing things now is we have the first part of the podcast, which I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying connecting with you. I'm really enjoying sharing my knowledge with you. And we're talking about marketing this month. But then the second half of the podcast goes behind a paywall. And that is for the members of the Strategy Lab. And they get a workbook, they get more content, they get more discussion, and they get more tips and tricks. But out here in podcast land, I can't leave you with nothing to listen to. And I love having you here because it might not be the right time for you to be in there, which is a shame because people in there are in all stages. There might be I've got students in there. I've got lots of people called Kate. I did comment on that. Beginning with a C, beginning with a K, I-E, Y. Everybody, there's lots of Kates in there. Very strange, but that's the way it is. So what happens in the Strategy Lab is they have a workbook, or you, if you're in the Strategy Lab, have a workbook to complete about marketing. We've put in there a little system, and of course there were all the AI tips and tricks and the actual prompts and the way to train AI to support and help you. What I thought I should put out in the public there is the reminder. I ended up on this reminder in the Strategy Lab, which is a bit of a downer at the end really, is remember that AI will lie to you. It will not tell you the truth. It will make stuff up and it will make claims that we cannot make. Remember, the TGA has said what we can and cannot say. You know, we can't cure anything. Doctor can't cure anything. Nobody can, or doctor can actually cure something apparently, but they would never say that either. All right. So we don't say cure. There's a number of words we don't say. And social media has a number of words that we shouldn't use either. So we do have to be a little bit careful how we phrase things. All right. AI will make up research. It will make up links. So always go and check if it gives you a link to research. It will just make stuff up. So just remember that and double check everything that it writes, everything it says, and everything it does. Now, I use AI to create the workbooks because if I had to write them, they would take me days because I hate Microsoft so much. No, I don't Microsoft, just in case you decide in your little self to mess me over the next time I use you. I should say I'm not very good with Microsoft. But what I have created for you is an Excel spreadsheet, which is of course Microsoft. I did it in Google first, let's be honest, and I got AI to help me. So I fed it all the information that I wanted you to have, and I've created spreadsheets in the past, laboriously sitting there, one thing after another without the use of AI, and constantly watching YouTube to how to make things add up and how to actually use spreadsheets. So I spent hours on these wretched things. But I've created a spreadsheet in the Strategy Lab for members, and it looks at your marketing, it looks at your numbers, it looks at your futures. It's really cool. And you just make a copy of it because for July, we're looking at our numbers. We've got a mid-year recalibration. So we're going to need those numbers, or you're just going to want those numbers anyway, because they're going to help you overall with what you're doing. With the marketing, batching is the way to go. Remember, AI doesn't tell the truth, and that you have to give it the information to create the content. It's not going to happen unless you help it, unless you do it. All right. Now, as for our encourager, how have you gotten on? Have you started? Have you looked at it? Have you been through and decided, actually, I'm all good with this. I don't need it? Because basically, I'm hoping to be able to support you to get on and do the things. You don't necessarily have to fill out the form. You could be sitting there working beside it using AI to create what you need just by following the prompts in the workbook rather than actually physically printing it out and writing on it or doing it as a Microsoft Word document and using it that way. So hopefully it's helping. Do let me know in Podia where everything's stored. You can put it in the chat. You can let me know whichever way you want to let me know how you're going. And of course, I did encourage you to get on and book your one-to-ones because you get two. You get one at the beginning of the year and one at the end. One in the first half of the year, one in the second half of the year, not the beginning and the end. You know, we've got the middle here. But they don't add up. You don't get to save them. You just get one in the first half of the year and one in the second half of the year. So if you haven't had your one in the first half of the year yet, if you're in the Strategy Lab, or if you're in my Monday group, then you need to get on and book it because you can't save them. They don't get saved. Use it or lose it. Right. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to go over with you. Batch everything. Use AI. Make sure you use the prompts. Make sure you remember that AI is a supportive tool. It is not the end result. And let me know how you go. So I look forward to catching up with you on the next podcast. Have an absolutely brilliant rest of day. Enjoy whatever it is you're up to and make sure that you bring some joy into your life today, no matter how small or how large. Pick up something, touch something, have a memory from it. Maybe it's a stone, maybe it's a leaf, maybe it's a shell, maybe it's something in your home that has memories. Go and have a look. Take a moment and give yourself some love. All right? Now, have an absolutely brilliant rest of day, and I look forward to catching up with you on the next cast. See ya. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast for the weekly episodes. Bye for now.